Seems like we've been here before. Yes, it is Groundhog Day. And we welcome you to this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr, this is Kevin Harlan. Thunder here to defend the home court, playing host to the Eastern Conference. Their last meeting was in Orlando, where they were unable to fight off the Magic.
That was a shocker, guys.
Get up. You're going in.
Here we go.
For the Orlando Magic, they come in off a good outing against Dallas.
And I thought, guys, they were the beneficiary of what was some lackluster defense being played against them.
I agree with you. I mean, it was really shocking how many free runs to the hoop they got.
So on the floor for Orlando, Gordon and Vucevic, the big men inside. Peyton is out there with Ben Gordon, and it's Harris in at the 3 spot.
Textbook right there. Nice pass, great catch, beautiful play.
Nick Collison's checked in for Adams. Orlando also making some changes. Harkless comes in for Gordon, and Smooth subbed in for Peyton.
Vucevic is really a very capable mid-range jump shooter, but his post repertoire is still a work in progress, very much so. With his size and touch, you'd really like to see him develop that back-to-the-basket game.
Jackson gets the bucket.
These shots are dropping right now. This quarter has been very kind to him.
The Magic trail by 6. Here's Smooth. Playing Dallas, he was nearly unstoppable. In the corner, it's Gordon. A three-pointer is right on target.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Jackson kicks to Durant. Back to Jackson. A 3-ball. Here's Ibaka. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, going back a few seasons, the Thunder with a great young foundation, but they were faced with some tough financial decisions. In the end, Serge Ibaka was extended, James Harden was traded. Now most would argue that Harden is the better player, but of course, as far as fit is concerned, Ibaka, I think, was the right choice because of his defensive prowess.
Jones checked in for Kevin Durant. Harris a screen on Jackson. To the inside. Harkless the pass to Wood. He tries for 3. And Roberson pulls it down. The Thunder leading by 5. He dishes it to Collison. To the middle, here's Jackson, and there's a nice one-handed slam. Some serious agility coming out of the backcourt.
You know, that bucket might count for a little more than 2 points when he finishes with that kind of flourish.
Yeah, against a D that was already reeling a little bit. That was like a body blow.
No good with the triple. And Serge Ibaka, Clark, a player that every team in the NBA covets. Stretch 4 with 3-point range, also block shots, and he can play some center too.
Kevin, that's a very unique skill set he has. I mean, actually, he might be the only player in the league who truly fits that description you just laid out.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Morrow's checked in. The Magic shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. And the free throw, no good.
You look at the Thunder, they're really the epitome of patience. They build through the draft model, constructing a contender with consistency and just a solid approach every day. That's why they are, year in and year out, so tough to handle.
There's a minute 34 left to play in the first quarter. 14 feet away. No good from Wood.
That's a shot that he sometimes struggles with, but you can't fault him for taking it when the defense backs off like that.
And for the Thunder and their success, of course, not just predicated on top picks, but Clark, you've always talked about this, the right kind of top picks.
The fit is so important. They've had great success with their picks. There's no denying that, and it's not easy to make that happen, but they've got a tremendous front office that does their homework, knows what they want in terms of talent and character and fit. And then you've got to give a little nod to luck and fortune here. I mean, not all of it. I mean, some of it, you know, it's not always all science. There's a little art involved in this thing too. But they've got quality people making good decisions, and it's paying off on the court.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
Morrill kicks to Roberson. Doubled by Wood. Roberson dishes to Jones. Pass to Roberson. Back to Jones. Puts it up from 12. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
Their offense already flowing. Some stellar shooting while jumping out to this lead.
Well, high-quality shots, and they've been on target with them.
Here's Smooth. Right now averaging 15 points a game. 6 to shoot. Puts up a 3. Can't get it to go. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Thunder lead by 10. And back with the
Coming up this Wednesday night, February 4th. Nick.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter. Ibaka has checked in for Adams. Durant comes in for Jones. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Anthony Morrow. The Magic also changing it up. Tobias Harris has checked in for Vucevic. Gordon comes in for Victor Oladipo. And Smooth subbed in for Luke Ridnour. So on the floor for Orlando, Mo Harkless and Tobias Harris the forwards. Ben Gordon out there with Smooth. And it's Gordon in at the 5.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
Well, they've done a lot of things right, but I agree with you, Clark. Their rebounding is right there at the top of the list.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Gentlemen, Scott Brooks is very close with his star, Kevin Durant, but that doesn't mean he gets any free perks at Katie's restaurant in Bricktown. Brooks said, I get nothing. I mean, give me a dessert, the peach cobbler, something, a sweet tea. You know, this guy's cheap. That's one thing about KD. For 7 straight years, he's been cheap. Kevin, over to you.
He stays consistent, Doris. Very efficient. Thank you. Jackson, a screen on Harris. Roberson, the pass to Jackson. There's the block.
I don't know if it's just me, but he's looked a step slow since the start of the quarter. His shooting has really suffered.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Thunder?
Well, they've definitely had the hot hand from the three-point line so far. Always nice to start out like that.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
The kick out to Collison. There's a minute 47 left to play here in the half. Taken away. Here's Gordon. Lays it in off the breakaway. Gordon's got 9.
Terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and then excellent transition offense.
Well, it all stems from the aggressive defense. And when you attack defensively and you can force some mistakes, now it's off to the races.
The drive by Jackson and the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
Punches it down with pop.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Well, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Harris a screen on Jackson. In the corner, it's Gordon. Here's Wood. His 3-pointers off the mark.
I think the lead they've built here, guys, is in large part due to what they've done on the boards.
Absolutely. I mean, they have a +10 advantage in rebounds, and they've been in total control of the backboard.
On the wing, Gordon. Expanding his range. Oh, good from Wood.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Collison kicks to Roberson. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and 1.
Vucevic checked in for Orlando. The Magic trail by 13. 17 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Smooth, guarded by Jackson. Harris a screen on Jackson. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Yeah, good call there. You could tell he was moving into the defender when he tried to set the screen.
Yeah, lowered that shoulder, dipped right into him, too. I mean, he was going to be called on that foul either way.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. It's the Thunder. They lead by 13.
Well, Kevin, it obviously...
Okay, listen up. There's some things we can do to quiet this crowd down. Now let's go over that.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters.
Wake up, son. You're in.
Oh, it's time to ball.
Changes. Maurice Harkless is checked in for Harris. Evan Fournier comes in for Victor Oladipo. And Luke Ridnour subbed in for Peyton. Morrow is the 2 with Durant the 3. McGarry out there with Jones. And it's Jackson in at the 1 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. For 3, Durant. They get it back. Jones. The layup off target. Nick Collison's checked in for Oklahoma City. Smooth checked in for the Magic. Shooting at a high percentage. All teams aim to do that. Let's see the league's best. 5th on the list, the Thunder.
They've been outstanding all season long at knocking down their shots. They move themselves. They're looking for the best shot, not just the first available shot. And as a result, they've been excellent in knocking them down.
They set the pick. Here's Morrow. Rebound by the Magic. Smooth's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Kicks it to Harkless. Shot clock at 6. Here's Smooth. Right now averaging 15 points a game. Jackson with it. Here's McGarry. Collison, no good.
Nikola Vucevic possessing prototype size in the center position. 7 foot tall, has about a 9.5 foot standing reach. Even without great leaping ability, he can play over the top of a lot of opponents.
Jackson drives in. That one goes. Jackson's got 19 points.
The defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
There's a screen. Here's Wood. Pass to Fournier. Here's Smooth. Gordon with a screen on Jackson. Wood passes to Harkless. Orlando needs to get off a shot. No good from Wood. Oklahoma City leading by 8. On the wing, Jackson. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Over the last month, let's see how the Magic performed in the NBA statistics. 7th in opponent points per game, 9th in fewest turnovers per game. And then the top half of the league in getting high percentage shots as well. Not too shabby.
And the number that jumps out to me, Clark, is the opponent's points per game. You mentioned they're in the top 10. I think that's evidence of a good plan by the coaching staff. And the players are really following that game plan on a night-to-night basis.
Anthony Morrow's checked in for Roberson.
Nick Collison has played a decade in the NBA, all with the same franchise. 4 seasons in Seattle, the last 6 in OKC. And there's a reason they've kept him around. He's a savvy role player, very smart, does a lot of the little things to help you win.
And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Wood.
I'd say that shot was well within his range.
You think so? I mean,